Hello, amazing grade 8 learners! Welcome back to our music and arts class. I'm so glad you're here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, ma'am Rena, make sure to click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of the fun, creative, and inspiring lessons coming your way. In today's episode, we're moving on to our second lesson for the first quarter, perfect for weeks 3 and 4 of our Matatag journey. Get ready as we dive deeper into the exciting world of music and arts. Before we jump into our fun activities, let's talk about what we're aiming to learn in this lesson. Our learning competency is to analyze the cultural influences, relationships, and characteristics, similarities and differences of emerging and contemporary concepts, techniques, processes, and/or practices in various Asian popular performing and visual arts. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to 1. Characterize commonalities of art of Asian countries in terms of cultural influences, relationships, and characteristics. 2. Relate the characteristics of performance and visual arts in Asia. 3. Explain emerging and contemporary concepts, techniques, processes, and/or practices in various Asian performing and visual arts. In today's episode, we're diving into an exciting topic: cultural homogenization. Have you ever noticed how K-pop, anime, Bollywood films, or traditional crafts from different Asian countries seem to influence one another? That's what we call cultural homogenization, when Asian cultures connect, blend, and shape each other's art, music, fashion, and traditions. Under this topic, we'll explore 3 fascinating concepts: interculturalism, how cultures connect, interact, and influence each other; Asianness and its characteristics, what makes Asian art and identity stand out; cultural collaboration, how artists from across Asia work together to create something new and meaningful. By the end of this lesson, you'll have a deeper understanding of how Asian cultures shape and inspire one another through art. Let's get started. Short review time. Let's see what you remember. Before we dive into today's lesson, let's take a moment to check how much you remember from our previous topic. Read each statement carefully and identify the word being described. These words come from the terms and concepts we learned last time. Write your answers neatly in your notebook. Feel free to pause the video if you need more time to think. No pressure. Ready? Let's begin and see how much you've mastered. Great job for giving it a try. Now, let's see what your score means. Use this interpretation guide to understand how well you did. Keep learning and growing, and remember, every step counts. Next up, we have an exciting activity to get your brains working. Activity 1, Crossword Puzzle. Your task is to identify words related to emerging and popular performance and visual arts. Use the clues and descriptions provided to fill in the crossword puzzle with the correct answers. As you solve it, pay close attention to the concepts. You'll be discussing these in more detail in our upcoming lessons. Take your time, think carefully, and enjoy this fun challenge. Are you done? Great! Let's go over the answers together and see how you did. Ready? Let's check them out. All right, everyone. Let's move on to our next activity. Activity 2, Video Viewing. You're going to watch an interesting video about the reason Korean culture is taking over the world. You can follow the link below or simply scan the QR code on your screen to go straight to the YouTube video. As you watch, pay close attention because there will be some process questions for you to answer afterward. Get ready, hit play, and enjoy. Now please answer the following questions. 1. What makes Korean culture unique compared to others? 2. Why is Korean culture becoming so popular worldwide? 3. What key events helped Korea transition from traditional folk culture to a popular global culture? 4. Do you think Korea has influenced other countries in terms of performance and visual arts? Why or why not? Write your answers to these questions in your notebook. Unlocking content vocabulary. All right, everyone, let's unlock some important words that will help us understand today's lesson better. First up is homogenization. This is a part of cultural globalization. It means the reduction of cultural diversity because many customs, ideas, and values become popular and spread widely across different cultures. It means that cultures start to become more alike because many customs, ideas, and values spread widely and become popular everywhere. So instead of lots of different cultures, we see more similarity in what people do and believe. Next, we have intercultural. This refers to activities or interactions happening between two or more different cultures. It's all about cultures interacting and sharing with each other. Finally, let's talk about Asianness. This term describes the rise of popular Asian culture, like anime, K-pop, manga, and more. Not just in Asian countries, but also in other parts of the world. It also includes how non-Asian countries create their own versions of Asian popular culture, often as a commercial response. Understanding these words will help us see how cultures connect, change, and influence each other, especially in Asian popular arts. All right, artists, now it's time to dig deeper into some fascinating ideas about Asian arts and culture, understanding Asianness and its influence. Across Asia, Asianness is all about the surge of popular culture, including anime, K-pop, manga, and others in other countries, as well as non-Asian countries, creating their own Asian popular culture as a commercial response. Asian influences encompass a vast array of cultural, artistic, philosophical, and societal elements that have originated from or been influenced by the diverse cultures across the Asian continent. Let's take a closer look at some examples of how this is happening in Southeast Asia, K-pop of Indonesia and Thailand. As South Korean entertainment continues to take Indonesia by storm, more South Korean companies are leveraging the popularity of K-pop artists to tap into Southeast Asia's largest market. The number of K-pop fans in Indonesia is exploding, and the country always ranks among top in the number of video views on YouTube. Many Indonesians become familiar with traditional dances at an early age, which may explain why K-pop's unique choreography has caught the eye of so many. The wave of Korean pop culture has fully engulfed Thai youth society with a proliferation of popular music, drama, language, technology, cartoons, and cuisine. Among Thai artists is Lisa of Blackpink. She is the first Thai to achieve superstardom in the K-pop genre, which has taken the world by storm over the past decade. What makes K-pop so special? K-pop features catchy tunes, impressive and highly synchronized choreography, and high-quality production values. Meticulously crafted music videos feature stunning visuals, elaborate sets, and intricate storytelling, enhancing the song's narrative and shaping the artist's image and brand. Visuals and choreography are integral to K-pop, distinguishing it from other genres. J-pop of Vietnam. Japanese labels and musicians have already taken note of the development, intersecting with creators from other countries. Its unique blend of catchy melodies, vibrant visuals, and diverse music styles continue to attract fans and contribute to Vietnam's multicultural music landscape. Why is J-pop appealing? It's a hybrid music style that mixes various foreign music traditions with a unique Japanese twist. It offers something fresh and different for Asian fans, looking for variety in their music choices. This shows how Asian cultures influence each other and even inspire creative adaptations, contributing to a rich, interconnected cultural scene across the region. Let's move on to our next task. Activity 3, film viewing. You will watch 2 sample videos from YouTube that showcase popular Asian music styles. Simply click the link or scan the QR code on your screen to watch each video. After watching, please fill out the table provided by writing the title of the song, a description of the movements, details about the choreography, observations on the stage, and costume design, your thoughts on the music. Take your time to observe closely and write your answers clearly. Now, let's hear from you. Have you shared your insights about the popular performance arts you've watched? Here are some questions to guide our discussion. What similarities and differences did you notice between the performances? How can you relate these performances to the ones we do in our own culture? Take a moment to think about these questions and share your thoughts. Let's learn from each other's observations. Let us now proceed to our next activity. Get ready to explore more exciting topics and deepen your understanding of music and arts. Let's keep the momentum going. Activity 4. Article reading. All right, learners. Now it's time to dive into an exciting article called The Popularization of East Asian Pop Culture by Vanessa Valentino. As you read, keep your thinking caps on. Afterward, you'll answer some important questions to help you really understand the rise of East Asian pop culture and why it's captured the hearts of people worldwide. Take your time, enjoy the read, and get ready to discover how these amazing cultures have taken the world by storm. Here are the questions to guide your reading. Write your answers in your notebook. Let us now proceed to Activity 5. Read and write an essay. In this activity, you'll read a fascinating article titled Introducing Bini, the Newest P-Pop Group, a news feature by Januar Jr. Aguja with visuals by Stephen Essick. After reading, you will write an essay about the influence of K-pop on the Philippines, especially as it introduces popular groups like SB19 and Bini. To guide your writing, answer the following questions. 1. What makes SB19 and Bini similar to K-pop groups? 2. As a Filipino, what is your stand on the cultural homogenization of Korea in our country? 3. How do you show your appreciation for other cultures? You may submit your essay as a soft copy. Take your time to reflect and express your thoughts clearly. Okay, learners. Let us now proceed to our next topic, Interculturalism, cross-cultural collaboration. Let's take a closer look at how K-pop conquered the world. In 2012, Korean pop music made its debut in the United States with Psy's Gangnam Style, which included an intense tempo and highly stylized visuals. The song became the first to surpass 1 billion on YouTube. But that song is viewed as a one-off novelty by the majority of K-pop fans nowadays. K-Con, world's largest fan celebration of Korean culture and music, attracted a few hundred enthusiasts and interested locals when it was held in the United States for the first time in 2012. Since then, the total has increased to over 125,000, split across conventions on both coasts. The organizer adds, "People in the mainstream music industry told me they've never heard the roof blown off like that before because the chanting was so loud the last time." The popularity of the event aligns with the global K-pop phenomenon, which has grown from a minor genre to a $5 billion industry in the last 5 years. A huge milestone in K-pop's global takeover was when the 7-member Seoul group BTS became the first K-pop band to perform in a U.S. stadium, at New York's famous Citi Field. Exploring the influence of anime in Western world. Originally limited to its Japanese cultural roots, anime has become increasingly popular and influential in Western culture. Western media's adoption of anime-style characteristics represents a cross-cultural interchange between Japan and the West. Because of anime's widespread appeal, Western artists can now collaborate and draw inspiration from the genre, honoring and learning from it. Through this interchange, both Western and Japanese creators' creative perspectives are expanded, and a deeper understanding for other narrative traditions is fostered. As a result, audiences worldwide get to enjoy fresh narratives and new ways of seeing stories, fostering a deeper appreciation and understanding of diverse cultures and artistic traditions. Cosplay in mainstream. The history of cosplay dates back to the 1970s in Japan. Nov Takahashi, a Japanese reporter, first used the phrase cosplay after witnessing fans costumed as fantasy and science fiction characters at a Worldcon convention in Los Angeles. Cosplay gained popularity fast in Japan, where fans of video games, anime, and manga took up cosplay as a hobby. Because of the popularity of anime and manga in the West during the 1980s, cosplay began to grow in the United States. Small get-togethers of fans who dressed up as their favorite characters and shared a passion for Japanese pop culture were frequently the scene of the first cosplay events in the US. These events were not well promoted and were frequently hosted in hotel rooms or other modest spaces. Today, cosplay has become a global phenomenon, with large-scale conventions, elaborate costumes, and a vibrant community of fans celebrating creativity and cultural exchange. It's a vivid example of how cultural practices can travel and evolve, bringing people together from different backgrounds through shared passion and artistry. All right, learners. Let me now present to you a helpful table that breaks down the similarities and differences in cultural influences, relationships, and characteristics of Asian arts. Take your time to look at each detail. You might be surprised at how connected yet unique these art forms are. Feel free to pause the video so you can observe closely and maybe even jot down some notes for later discussion. All right, learners. Let's move on to our next exciting activity. Activity 6, Picture Analysis. You will see a set of sample images that showcase different performance and visual arts from various Asian cultures. Your task is to carefully observe the images on the left side of the table. In the right column, describe the characteristics of each artwork. What do you notice about the design, movement, costumes, colors, or the overall theme? Take a moment to really study each image. Every detail tells us something about the culture it represents. This is your chance to connect what you've learned with what you see. Once you're done, don't forget to submit your work to your teacher. Activity number 7, The Buzz. A fast-paced, fun, and thought-provoking group activity where your ideas and opinions take center stage. Ready to collaborate, communicate, and create together? Let's begin. Here's what to do. 1. You will be divided into 3 to 6 groups. 2. As a group, you will choose one among the 3 topics: K-pop, cosplay, or animation. Choose and assign a recorder who will take down notes of group discussions. 3. Involve yourself in an engaging, short, informal discussions, often in response to a particular sentence starter or question. 4. Within each group, there will be one interviewer, and the rest of you will share your thoughts about the assigned topic. 5. The teacher will allocate 10 to 15 minutes for group discussion. You will share and discuss points within each group. 6. The group will agree on who will be their presenter and select one or more to present group outputs. Here's the rubric that will guide how your performance will be assessed. Let the collaboration begin. And remember, great things happen when we listen, learn, and lead together. Activity 8, 3, 2, 1, Feedback. Let's reflect, share, and learn from each other. Here's what you'll do. 3 things you learned. Write down 3 key insights or facts you picked up from today's lesson. These could be about Asian performance arts, K-pop, cosplay, anime, anything that made you go, aha! 2 fun facts. Note down 2 interesting or fun discoveries. Maybe a surprising fact about BTS, a cool costume in a cosplay photo, or something unique about anime storytelling. One question you still have think. About one thing you're still wondering about. It can be something we haven't discussed deeply, or a topic you're excited to learn more about. Final activity before we head to the assessment. One-word closure. Before we move on to our assessment, let's take a moment to pause, reflect, and wrap up our learning journey today with a simple but powerful activity. Think of one word that sums up your experience from today's lesson. It could represent something you learned, how you felt about the topic, a question still on your mind, or even a word of celebration for what you discovered. Write your word in the comment section or share it with the class aloud before we end the session. Let's listen, appreciate, and celebrate the different words we choose. Now it's time for our formative assessment. Read each statement carefully and identify the word or phrase being described. Write your answers in your paper or notebook. Are you ready? Remember, this is your time to shine. Be honest and take your time. You may pause the video if you need more time to think. The next slide contains the answer key, so don't skip ahead just yet. Make sure you've completed the activity before checking. Take your time. Are you done? Let's check your answers. Grab your pen and let's see how many you got right. Mark your answers honestly. This is all part of your learning journey. Great job, everyone! Whether you got everything right or learned something new, give yourself a pat on the back. Every effort counts. Let's keep growing together. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and learned something new. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming lessons. See you next time. Bye!